Hey everyone, this is Rick with Hit and Run Candlesticks. How are you? It's that time again for our weekend charts to ponder. I've got a few charts to take a look at. We're going to, I'm going to do an update on the Road to Wealth account. We'll take a peek at the market and, well, good trading everybody. And I hope you have a great weekend. All right, let's start with the SPY here. So we might be getting a little bit toppy up here in the SPY. Bit of a evening star showed up yesterday. We pushed back down to the Trendicator and then we came back up a little bit. So we want to be a little cautious here. If I take a look at this T2122, you can see that we're really overbought, and we've actually come down a little bit. So if we get past this low over here, then that could bring us all the way back down into the oversold area, which would be good, providing we start seeing price action take us up. So anyway, a little caution there. Another chart that I really like to watch, I think it's so important to this market right now, is FNGU. And we have a very clear-cut hangman up here. And if we see follow through on that hangman, we could see us push down a little bit. 266, 261.60 here, or the T line. I think that's a pretty fair place to head without really hurting the market. Although if we fail here, what happens is we may see price move down actually below the Trendicator, that's the green dots, and find support into here. One other area that's possible, we could come down into about the 221.80 area, and that's the 34 EMA and 50-day period moving average areas right there. So that's, it's possible, but we're going to have to fail all this. So I think we should be a little cautious. I would be a little cautious in this market right now. Just maybe getting a little toppy up here. All right, let's take a look at a few charts. Then I'll talk about the Road to Wealth update, and we'll kind of go from there. All right, so let me bring up my list here. Now these are charts that we're adding to the Road to Wealth watch list, or they've already been on the watch list and they've just set up for a possible move higher. We are looking at only longs right now. I am, because the market has not broke any kind of trend. So I am doing that. I will quickly reverse to possible shorts, maybe get out of some longs, or even look at the inverse ETFs. I love trading those. When the market is going down, I love trading those. And that's something we'll take a look at, providing the market actually breaks down and shows that it is going to push that downside. I also want to mention that as we look at charts here, what I'm doing is I'm just sharing the charts that I am putting on the Road to Wealth watch list that have come up to the top. This is kind of like a video diary of what I'm doing with the Road to Wealth and the type of trading I do with it. So it not at all intending to be what am I trying to say here? Trade recommendations. I do not recommend trades. These are not recommendations for anybody other than myself and Road to Wealth. So, all right, let's take a look at CRBP. Man, beautiful rounded bottom breakout here. This is a nice rounded bottom breakout. I'm looking for about 205 up here as a target. Looking for a stop at about $1.37, $1.35 right in here, and ideally a nice little buy on a pullback. Now that we've broken out here, a nice little pullback here. Now, of course, the buy may even be up here, and if it's up here, then I will raise that stop accordingly based on our rules. I see a low, high, higher low. That's what this is for. Put it right there maybe. Let me get my pencil out. There we go. There we are. So I see a low to a higher low, and then we've broken out, and to me that's a bullish chart pattern that can lead higher. So that's why I'm looking at CRBP. Nice volume on that as well. Here's another one. I know a couple people in the trading room have been trading this, and they may be in it right now. I'm not sure, but I know that they've talked about it in the trading room. Sorry, I can't remember who it was, but I definitely want to give kudos out there. So right here we have, let's do this. Yeah, let's do it this way. There we go. We have a nice little morning star right in here. And then we from that morning star, we have a doji, and then we have a breakout. So now what we have here, those three candles, we have a doji continuation pattern. And what I'm looking for is consolidation or rest, an inside day inside this box. I'll watch for the buyers. I'll watch to be alerted via the live trading alert scanner, and then that's where I may consider buying this, and then we'll make money on the way up. And the way the Road to Wealth account, the way we make money is we always sell into strength. So if we were to buy in this area, then, or even a slight little breakout, as we start moving up, we'll take profits off based on our current goals. Let's see, stop. I don't know if I mentioned it. Stop around at 39.34, providing we buy in the box. Outside of the box, up top here, we would have to raise that stop up. Excuse me. Solo. So Solo is acting pretty good, and it might be setting up for another buy. Now, based on the Road to Wealth rules, this is not a buy down here for me. Now, I know a lot of people are buying it down here, but this is not where we buy for the Road to Wealth. What we buy is when we're above some resistance. And right now, that red line is certainly showing off a little bit of resistance. All that through there, right through there, that's resistance to us. So what I'm going to be waiting for is a breakout, and whether it goes up here, whatever it does, I'm looking for the breakout, and then I'm looking for some consolidation. From there, we'll watch for the buyers, and this is where the live trading alert scanner starts alerting us. Excuse me. I haven't had enough coffee yet this morning. Oh yeah, did I mention this is Saturday, December 19th, 2020? Not sure I mentioned that earlier. So we'll watch for those alerts from live trading alerts. That's where we'll look to get in. And just to retest that top up there, my goodness, what is that, 59%? Heck of a move on this one. So we're certainly going to keep our eyes open on this Solo here. Dow, DOW, here's another one here. We've got a bullish piercing candle. That's right here. Let me put this up. So we've got a bullish piercing candle right here. And we also have a little double bottom right there. I'm counting that as part of a bottom. If you want to count, if you don't want to count that as a double bottom, and maybe you want to count it as a low high, higher low, that's perfectly fine. They're the same area. There's your low, higher low, and we're making that higher high, or awfully close to it. Well, actually we did make a higher high. So from this low to a high, I'm going to call that a double bottom, close enough for government work. We've broken out of what I'm considering as resistance. Now that becomes support, 54.20, looking for a buy inside the box here, or even slightly above the box on a breakout. If it's bought above, then we'll raise that stop accordingly to our rules. And you guys, you all know, I in the afternoons before the close, in the trading room. I go through setting up the daily trade ideas, and I show how I use the 3-bar chart, price action, volatility stop, things like that. I'll show how I use that, and I share with the members, and members even throw out some great trades. Thanks everybody, by the way. You guys have been very helpful putting some great trade ideas out there. So anyway, Dow Chemical looks like it might, or Dow, DOW, yeah, Dow Chemical. Moving up here, that's looking pretty good. Great volume yesterday. Here's another one, GRWG, if bought inside the box. I'm looking at somewhere near that 34.70. That's pretty big right in there. In fact, I probably need to lower that just slightly. There we go. So ideally what I'm looking for is a pullback a bit lower toward the bottom end here, like that. And that's where I'm hoping we can get that buy in there. Now, if we can't get that buy there, I'll certainly take a breakout. I don't mind the breakout. One thing you'll find, one thing you'll find with the Road to Wealth account, one of the reasons it's been so successful is that we don't screw around with bottoms like this. We don't try to pick bottoms. That is a nightmare, and it just does not work out for most. Certainly doesn't work out for me. So we allow a chart to break out, show proofs, show that the buyer is still around, and we're going to look for that part of the trade right up here. And that has proved to be very successful, very successful. So we've got a little double bottom right here. There's our little double bottom that I'm looking at. We've got a hammer, doji, bullish engulf right here. And then we have a breakout. Here's our breakout. And then this is our rest. We like the rest. There's the rest right in here. Now I'd like to see it rest just a tad more. Another day, maybe that's where our entry is, and then we'll look for that buy when live trading alerts us that the buyers are coming in, or a possible breakout here. And as always, we will take profits on the way up based on our trading rules. Based on our trading rules up here. Coming up real soon on our members e-learning, I'll be talking about trading rules on one of those e-learnings where I'm presenting with the hit and run candlesticks and right way options members there. Let's see, JNPR. Whoops, I didn't paint that one red, did I? Let's do that. Get that red. There we go. So Juniper. Juniper, I see a supporting bottom in here, right there. I see a nice little supporting bottom. Some people call it a triple bottom. I don't usually talk about triple bottoms, double bottoms, or in this case, I'll just call that a supporting bottom. And then we've got a nice little pop out of the box setting up right here. A little bit wicky on that box for sure. But I think it's still, if you're looking at the overall bodies, if you're looking at the overall idea of the chart, that's a box. And yesterday we had a nice pop out. Look at that volume. My, that's great. I'm looking for a buy inside this area here, and of course always considering a breakout buy. So buy inside here or a buy on the breakout. The breakout, I would have to raise that stop just a little bit. The initial stop, anyway. We're looking for 2220 as a stop, and then we'll look profits as we move up. Now, if you take a look at this chart, let me go to a 3-day chart. There you go. If you take a look at that 3-day chart, look at that downtrend right here. Okay, so the trade that I'm looking at is only to that trend. And up through there, we're looking at about 10% maybe. So about a 10% trade. Oh, and it can definitely break out. That's no question. It absolutely could. But as I set up a trade, I'm looking for where I'm going to enter it and where it can go. Can I see profits? And I see that path to profits up to this area. It may break out, but I know that for us, what we'll end up doing is taking profits on the way up and even at that trend line up there. Take a look at that 3-day chart. What a nice price action in there. That is really nice price action. Back to the daily chart. Let's see. We already talked about that, I guess. Supporting bottom, pop out of the box, 22.20, stop. Here's another one. MO. MO has a nice little run to the upside, nice little pullback here. We have a doji continuation pattern set up right there. These 3 bars, bullish candle, doji, and then bullish continued, and it broke out up here as well. And if we just draw a line from these tops over to this candle right here, you can see that breakout. And this is a little J-hook continuation pattern setting up. Here we rally up, and this is the continuation, or here's the J-hook, and then what we're looking for is that continuation, that next run to the upside. So right now, I'm looking for a entry in this area here, and of course, we are always going to leave room for that possible breakout moving up. Looking for about 42.90 on the stop. Mosaic. We'll talk about Mosaic, and then last one I have is Microsoft, and we'll really quick here. We'll talk about the road to wealth a little bit. Mosaic, we had a nice little flat trading right up in here, and then you see the higher lows, and then we broke out. Looking at all this as consolidation. If you want to, there's the consolidation right there. So once again, it's the same old thing. We don't do anything any different. Pretty boring, actually. Looking for a buy in this area, possible breakout. Nice little trend setting up. I believe here's let me go to a weekly chart. There we go. Here's a weekly chart right here. Looking for targets. Targets is the easiest thing in the world to do. Just look where there's been a lot of footprints. Look for the footprints of the buyers and sellers. You see a lot of footprints there? I do. Up higher, we can see a lot of footprints up there. That's possible right in there. So what we're looking for is, we'll just split the middle. That's, almost 40% up there for this trade, possible trade. If you wanted to get a little higher or lower, you could come over there if that could even be a target up there, and that's about 7, maybe 8% away right there. All right, let's talk about the Road to Wealth account real quick. We hit a landmark this week. As you all know, this is the second Road to Wealth account, and the second one. So this is the second Road to Wealth account. So let's talk about this second one here, the current one, the one that's in the works right now. We started the account with $10,000 in mid-August, and this week we broke the $25,000 mark. We closed yesterday at $25,500. Remember, our goal is to double it, and we started with that 10. We already doubled it to 20, so I kind of revamped everything. So now I'm taking the $20,000, and my goal is to double that in 12 months. So it was a big landmark to get to that $25,000 mark. It's just a huge landmark. So we'll keep everybody posted going forward with losses as well, and we post our brokerage statement online for everybody to see. I'll make sure the link is below, so check that link below if you want to check out our results, and you can see the statements as well, and keep track of our trading there. Okay, so Microsoft. This is the last one I have today. Microsoft. Microsoft has got some good upside potential here. For quite some time now, it's been running in this little wedge here, pennant chart pattern, and so now I'm kind of looking at the fact we've popped up here, we've tested this downtrend line, and we're still in that testing area. But with this bullish engulf, this double bottom right here, I'll put that up. There we go. There we are. With that double bottom right in there, we've got a nice flag right here. So let's put this, let's just do this. Oops, there we go. Nice little flag right in there. So what I'm looking for is a buy in this area, the green box in the buy box, or a buy on, just on a breakout here. I'm not too worried about this high so much. I'm more worried about the price action in here and being there when it starts to move. And that's where the live trading alerts will come in. It really helps you. It really helps with the entries. It's to me one of the greatest tools that I use here. I think it's fantastic. So anyway, Microsoft, if bought inside the box, looking at 216.20 as a stop. Of course, if we buy the breakout, we'll have to adjust that stop. Going forward with it, I'm going to be looking for a test of that high up there. So what are we looking at? Maybe 6%. And then I'm looking for a breakout. I'm actually looking for Microsoft to move higher. But we're not going to change anything. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to continue to take profits on the way up. Even if we take everything off the table somewhere in here and it breaks out, I'm pretty darn confident it'll set up for us again and give us that breakout, that buy box, and what we'll do is end up buying it again, and we'll just take profits on the way up. All right, there we go. That is the update for the weekend charts to follow, weekend charts to ponder, and the Road to Wealth account update. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I do appreciate it. Remember to check the link below if you want to check out our results with the Road to Wealth account. Everyone have a great, safe weekend and a wonderful holiday coming up. You guys all take care.